A store owner grabbed a pregnant woman by the arm, dragged her toward the door. She was crying, begging him to stop. Her water had just broken. She needed help. He didn't care. He said she was making a mess in his store. Tom Hanks was standing 3 people behind her in line. He didn't wait his turn. He pushed through the crowd, and what he did in the next 2 minutes got him banned from that store for life. The store closed 6 weeks later. Do not click away, because what Tom discovered about this woman will break your heart, and what happened to the store owner will make you cheer. Subscribe now. This story is unbelievable. November 14th, 2013. A convenience store, Santa Monica, California, 8:45 p.m. Tom Hanks needed toothpaste. That's it, just toothpaste. He was on his way home from a late meeting, remembered he was out, and stopped at the first store he saw. Small place, family-owned. The kind of store that charges too much but stays open late. There were maybe 6 people inside. A line at the register. Tom grabbed his toothpaste and got in line behind a couple and a young woman. The young woman was pregnant. Very pregnant. Maybe 8 months. She was holding a bottle of water and a pack of crackers. Her face was pale, sweaty. She looked uncomfortable. She was also alone. No partner, no friend. Just a pregnant woman buying water and crackers at 8:45 at night. Tom noticed she was swaying slightly, gripping the counter for balance, and then he saw the puddle forming at her feet. Her water had broken. "Oh, God," she whispered. "Oh, God, it's happening. It's too early. It's not supposed to—" She looked around wildly, panicking. "Someone help me, please. I think I'm having my baby." The couple in front of her stepped back, didn't want to get involved. The cashier froze. Then the store owner came out from the back. He was maybe 60, gray hair, mean eyes, the kind of face that had never smiled at anything. He saw the puddle on the floor, his face twisted with disgust. "What the hell is this? You're making a mess in my store." The woman was crying now. "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. My water broke. I need to call an ambulance, please. I don't care what you need. Look at my floor. Who's going to clean this up? Sir, please, I'm having a baby. Not in my store, you're not." He grabbed her by the arm, started pulling her toward the door. Get out of my store." "Go have your baby on the street," the woman screamed. Not from pain, from shock, from fear. A 60-year-old man was dragging a woman in labor toward the door, and nobody was doing anything. Tom dropped his toothpaste. He pushed past the couple, past the cashier, grabbed the store owner's wrist. "Let go of her, now." The owner spun around. "Mind your own business. This is my store. I can—" He stopped. He recognized Tom Hanks. "Mr. Hanks, I didn't see you there. This woman is in labor, and you're assaulting her. Let go." Tom squeezed the man's wrist, hard. The owner released the woman's arm. The woman collapsed against the counter, sobbing, holding her belly. "Someone call 911, Tom said. "Now." The cashier finally moved, grabbed the phone, called for help. Tom turned to the woman. "What's your name?" Maria Gonzalez." "Maria, help is coming. I need you to breathe. Can you do that for me?" "It's too early. I'm only 34 weeks. And the baby isn't supposed to come yet. Something's wrong. Maria, look at me." She looked at him, tears streaming down her face. "Babies come early all the time. 34 weeks is okay. The baby will be okay. You need to stay calm. Can you do that?" She nodded, barely. Tom helped her sit down on the floor. It was dirty. It didn't matter. She couldn't stand anymore. The store owner was still standing there, red-faced, furious. "This is unacceptable. She's ruining my store. Do you know how much it costs to clean these floors? I'm going to sue her. I'm going to—" Tom stood up, got in the man's face. You're going to shut up, you're going to stand in the corner, and you're going to pray that this woman and her baby are okay. Because if anything happens to them, I will personally make sure you spend the rest of your life paying for it. You can't threaten me. I'm calling the police. Good, call them. Tell them you assaulted a pregnant woman in labor. Let's see how that goes." The owner didn't call the police. The ambulance arrived 8 minutes later. Paramedics rushed in. They got Maria onto a stretcher. "Are you the husband?" one of them asked Tom. "No, just a witness, but I'm coming with her." "Sir, we can't let civilians—" "I'm coming with her." Something in Tom's voice made them stop arguing. Here's what Tom didn't know yet. Maria's story was about to get much worse. In the ambulance, Maria was panicking. Contractions coming fast. The paramedics were working frantically. "Is there someone we can call?" one asked. "The father? Family?" Maria shook her head, tears streaming. "There's no one. The father left when I told him I was pregnant. My family is in Mexico. I'm alone. I'm completely alone." Tom took her hand. "You're not alone. I'm here. You don't even know me. I know you're scared. I know you're about to have a baby. And I know nobody should go through that alone. So I'm here. Okay?" Maria squeezed his hand. Hard. A contraction was hitting. "Okay." At the hospital, things got complicated. The baby was in distress. The cord was wrapped around his neck. Emergency C-section. Maria was rushed to surgery. Tom waited in the hallway for 3 hours. He called his wife, explained what was happening. She told him to stay. "That woman needs someone," Rita said. "Be her someone." At 11:52 p.m., a doctor came out. "Are you family?" "I'm her friend." The doctor hesitated, and then nodded. "The baby is okay, 6 pounds, 2 ounces. He's in the NICU as a precaution, but he's healthy. Maria is recovering. She's asking for you." Tom walked into the recovery room. Maria was lying in bed, exhausted, but smiling. "He's okay," she whispered. "My baby is okay." "He's perfect. Congratulations." Maria started crying again, but different tears now. "I don't know how to thank you. You didn't have to stay. You didn't have to do any of this. You're Tom Hanks. You have better things to do than— I had nowhere better to be, and nothing better to do than make sure you and your son were okay." Tom stayed until Maria's friend arrived the next morning. A co-worker who had driven 3 hours after getting the call. He made sure Maria had everything she needed. Flowers, food, a phone charger. Then he left. Quietly. Without making a big deal of it, but he wasn't done. Here's what happened next. Tom's lawyers went after the store owner, Fernando Vega. They filed a lawsuit on Maria's behalf. Assault, intentional infliction of emotional distress, negligence, reckless endangerment of a pregnant woman. The story hit the news. Every major outlet. Tom Hanks saves pregnant woman from abusive store owner. The video from the store's security camera was leaked. Someone inside had recorded it on their phone too. It went viral within 24 hours. Suddenly, everyone knew what Fernando Vega had done. Everyone saw him grabbing a pregnant woman in labor and dragging her toward the door. Everyone heard him tell her to have your baby on the street. The internet did what the internet does. They found his Yelp page. 1-star reviews flooded in, hundreds of them. Assaults pregnant women. Disgusting human being. Should be in jail. His Google rating went from 4.2 to 1.3 overnight, then to 1.1, then to 1.0. People started showing up at his store, not to shop, to protest. Signs outside. Fernando Vega hates women. Justice for Maria. Regular customers stopped coming. New customers saw the reviews and went elsewhere. His delivery drivers quit, His employees quit. Nobody wanted to be associated with him. Fernando tried to fight back, went on a local news station, claimed Maria was lying, claimed Tom had exaggerated, claimed it was all a misunderstanding, claimed he was the victim. Then another woman came forward, a customer he had grabbed 2 years earlier. Then another. Then another. 6 women, 6 stories. 6 times Fernando Vega had put his hands on women in his store and gotten away with it. Each one had been too scared to say anything. Until now. The lawsuit was settled out of court. The number was confidential. But Maria never had to worry about money again. Let's just say Thomas will never have student loans. Fernando Vega's store closed 6 weeks after the incident. He couldn't pay the rent without customers. He tried to sell, but nobody wanted to buy a business with his name attached to it. Last anyone heard, he was working at a warehouse somewhere. Minimum wage. No employees to bully, no customers to grab, justice. But here's the part that really matters. Maria's son. She named him Thomas. Not after Tom Hanks specifically. She said it was a coincidence, but she smiled when she said it. Thomas Gonzalez is 10 years old now. He's in 5th grade. He plays soccer. He loves dinosaurs. He has his mother's smile. Maria works as a medical assistant now. Good job, stable hours, health insurance. She bought a small apartment last year. Every year on November 14th, she sends Tom a photo. Maria and Thomas. Birthday cake, candles. Tom keeps every photo. They're in a folder on his desk. 10 years of photos. 10 years of watching a boy grow up. Last year's card said, "Thomas asked me who you were. I told him you were the man who made sure he got here safe. He said, 'That sounds like a superhero.' I said, 'He is. Thank you for being our superhero. Forever grateful, Maria and Thomas.'" Tom wrote back, "I'm not a superhero. I'm just a guy who stopped for toothpaste. Thomas is the superhero. He fought his way into the world 6 weeks early and never gave up. Happy birthday, little man. Your friend, Tom." That's the story. A store owner who thought he could treat people like garbage. A pregnant woman with no one to help her. A movie star who needed toothpaste. And a boy named Thomas who exists because of all of it. That's Tom Hanks.